Hey guys, it's Charles again here on the Legend Culture page, out here to spit some knowledge. Remember this, Legend Culture is a new culture. We're implementing new thought into the youth so they can start recreating themselves by looking inside self, by developing leadership skills of self-love, knowledge, and compassion. Those are the three values of leaders, you know what I'm saying? So as I get to this video, I'm going to talk about the 5 steps to emotional intelligence. And before I get to there, I wanted to let you know, we got some samples out right here. This is tangible, this is real, this is legend culture, you know what I'm saying? That eternal life, you know what I'm saying? So I want to get to the video so we can talk about the 5 steps to emotional intelligence. Let's get it. So I came up with the idea of making another video. When I was watching this video a little while ago, I put it in the description below about this man that was speaking on emotional intelligence. It was one of the TED Talks, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I can make a video about emotional intelligence. You need to have emotional intelligence so you can connect to the laws of attraction, so you can connect to your intuition, so you can connect to these different things inside of you that will make you successful, you know what I'm saying? So let me tell you this. Step number 1. You gotta monitor your thoughts. In order to develop emotional intelligence, you have to understand yourself. So when I say monitor your thoughts, okay, when you get into a tough situation, look at what you think about. When you're chilling, doing nothing, watching TV, hanging out with friends, think about what you're thinking at that time. Be deliberate. Really focus inside self about what you're thinking about these different situations, whether it's driving, having an argument with a friend, having a debate with somebody, because here's a fact. Your subconscious mind is the part of you that drives the outcome in your life. So the thoughts that you're thinking, you're not even focusing on, really influence how your beliefs of certain subjects come about. So pay attention to those so you can start understanding your emotional. Step 2, what you're going to need to do is pay attention to the little things. Now, some would say maybe your thoughts are little things, they're small pieces of manifestation of how to create what you want, but pay attention to the little things. Pay attention to, why does this person treat the way they do? Pay attention to why do I always focus in the future? Why do I always worry about what's going on in the past? Why am I the way I am? Those little things that you don't focus on the daily, because you know most of the time people are focusing on what she said about me, what my girl is doing, what girl got a new ass on freaking these reality TV shows, like shit that don't even got to do with them. They're not worried about what's right here, you know what I'm saying? So in order to be able to pay attention to the little things, you have to extinguish uncertainty. Quit worrying about the future, keep worrying about the past. Worry about the now, the moment, because each moment is gone. Like 56 seconds ago was gone. What I just said in that video, like, it's being recorded, but right now where I'm at, the only way I can see it again is because I recorded it. You know what I'm saying? So you got to pay attention to the little things, because little things all piled up together make a really big thing. So think about how that will span over your lifetime. The 3rd step to emotional intelligence is basically like, just understand things happen for a reason. I don't know anybody's beliefs and how they understand God, the universe, or what religion they come from, but I'm sure you can all kind of understand that there is a set plan. God has a set plan for us, if that's how you perceive it, or the universe, or spirit, or however you want to perceive it. There is a set plan. Things happen for a reason. So whenever you get into a tough situation, like, just ask, why now? When you're arguing with your mom, when you're arguing with your brother, when you're arguing with a friend, somebody that you love and you feel close to, ask why now. Seek what you can learn from that, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, most times these are moments of irritation or sadness you have in situations, and like, or people, and you have to like see that that's your character reflecting to you, because you attract what you think. That's why you have to be mindful of your thoughts. And then when you understand that you can be mindful of your thoughts and understand things happen for a reason, you're like, okay, I understand that I can be selfish sometimes, you know what I'm saying? And then somebody comes to you and you're trying to ask them of something and they're being selfish and it pisses you off, and then you get flustered and you're like, what's going on? Then you just really put it together. Like, take the time that things happen for a reason. Ask why now? Why? And you'll be able to analyze your emotions. because you'll be able to build that emotional intelligence for self so you can create for yourself, create who you want to be. You know what I'm saying? That's how that goes. Step 3 was things happen for a reason. They do. Step 4, basically cherish all moments for the meaning it may give to you. Cherish all moments. Like, just understand that life is short. We're not guaranteed to live the next day because, you know, people die every day, people die every minute, you know what I'm saying? There's billions of people in this world as our population is growing and our mortality rate is going up and down and fluctuating. Just people die and people live. But you gotta understand that every day is not promised. You gotta cherish these moments of what you can take out of them, because if you're only focusing on work, school, and relationships and not how can Eric get better? I don't know if there's an Eric out there. How can Desiree be a better person for herself? What can they develop inside self so they can give? You know what I'm saying? So they can give value. That you have to cherish these moments, because once you can cherish a moment, you can therefore give emotion to it. And when you utilize these different steps, when you're monitoring your thoughts, when you're able to pay attention to the little things, when you understand things happen for a reason, you'll be able to cherish it because you're like, this is a special moment that's teaching me something. This is a special moment that's creating a new me in the process. Because look at time. Minutes, seconds, and then some of those things come together as moments. And this thing, when you think of life in moments, when you think of life in seconds, or it doesn't say even in hours, it goes fast. Look in those hours, look in those minutes and moments to see how they give meaning to you. What irritates you? What are your pet peeves? Just think about how people treat you specifically and how that reflects to you, because you attract what you think about and what you speak. If you're constantly thinking about failing will come, and then that will be your reality, because that's what you speak and think. You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand your reactions. Look at them, examine them. And while you're examining them, look for these. What's the meaning it can give? How I react to this connect to my past? How can recent thoughts I had earlier in the day come about later in the day for me coming into an argument? How I just became irritable because I was thinking this earlier. What's the purpose of this moment that is happening? What is being taught to you? What is being taught to you? What is the purpose? Because everything's happened for a reason. What is being taught? Look for those things as you want to go on the path for understanding your emotional intelligence, because once you grasp emotional intelligence, a lot of things will come, and I'm going to get to that in a moment. Step number 5, slow your reactions and listen proactively. Now, as people, there are some of us who are less reactive and more interactive, but typically more reactive, as somebody trying to talk down on us, or somebody talking down on somebody that we love or cherish, or someone speaking wrongly, or just somebody that's completely annoying. You just want to react to be like, shut up, or like, okay, whatever. But there's a difference when you can develop how to listen proactively, because you therefore go into a different mindset when you start thinking more open. Because if you're listening rather than letting a wall of preconceived notions and beliefs stop you from really going over and looking over and seeing what they have to say, active listening provokes that. So if you sit down and listen to somebody that's different than you, and you soak it in, you see how it's different, you just let it in, you're gonna have a whole new perspective. You know what I'm saying? Truly listen, because listening and hearing are two different things. Listening is when you use your mind and you're constructing things, you're comprehending. Hearing is just you using your ears. You know what I'm saying? And therefore, as I'm talking about your senses, seeing and looking are two different things as well. When you see into something, when you see a vision, nobody ever says you looked a vision. Nobody says that. You see it. Because when you see, it works like this. Let me just go something. This light that's coming down from here is bouncing off all these different objects in the room, going into my eyes, and my eyes refract it so I can see them as objects. I see them. When you see something, you can even see further than that if you truly see and not just look. They're two different things. You will develop emotional intelligence if you can take these 5 steps and master your mind, because that's the whole purpose of it. People don't want to put together their emotions and their logic. Logic and emotions are two separate ways to understand our reality. And once you're able to let them dance in this magical, mind-bending, like, comprehension that doesn't have any logical based things or creative things, it's just who you are, you can truly unlock emotional intelligence with these 5 steps. So let me go back over them. Yes, I have them in a notebook. Yes, because I wanted to get to this. This is urgent. I need to help my people about this emotional intelligence, you know what I'm saying? So remember, monitor your thoughts. Pay attention to the little things. Things happen for a reason. They will always happen for a reason. Cherish all moments for the meaning it may give to you, because there is meaning in everything. And lastly, like I said before, slow your reactions and listen proactively. And I promise you, emotional intelligence will grow into you, where you can learn about who you are. Hey, like, share, and subscribe. Tell your friends, tell your mama, tell your brother, tell your pastor. I'm out here trying to give different knowledge to the youth. Hey, it's for the culture.